Being broke and hearing someone say
Money does not buy you happiness
can be annoying. But the question is there some truth to what they're saying? In this video, we're going to be digging into that question and seeing, is there a way that we can be happy with the money we currently have in 2025?
Do you think money can buy happiness?
Yes, I do, because I've lived without it. Yeah. You're not happy. You know, if my wife could go out here and buy whatever the hell she wants, is she going to come home in a good mood or a bad mood? Good mood. I mean, you know, it makes your life easier. You're not on this earth for that long. You want to live as happy and as easy as you can. And if you like nicer things in life, money's going to get them for you. So yeah, I believe money can buy happiness.
I think people that have been broke and also have had money understand this question and how to answer it. When people say money does not buy happiness, it's almost a thing where they have the money and they don't remember how it was when they did not have money. At certain points, you can't even buy the things that you need, let alone the things that you want. The things that money can get you is temporary. Realistically, it's not going to last you a long time. It just won't. You know, it will buy you some level of comfort. You know, if you're living in a bad neighborhood, in a poor environment, money will be able to get you into a nicer environment, gated community. If you have money, it will be able to put you in positions where you can network better. It just is how it works. You can eat better because you have the money to buy natural organic foods. Your health is better because you can afford healthcare and medicine and a fitness trainer. Money can buy you a level of security, a level of comfort, but it cannot buy you peace. At the end of the day, you can have all the money in the world and still be depressed, full of anxiety, full of worry. So regardless, I still think the answer is yes. Because honestly, happiness is not the end goal. You want peace. Peace is what you truly want. Trust me, money will not give you peace at all. Money will buy you temporary happiness. But if the only thing that you are seeking for is happiness and you have nothing else, then that is a miserable life. Because happiness is the same as motivation. When you are motivated, that is a temporary high. Happiness is the same way. Happiness gives you a temporary high until it is no longer there. Same reason why you see so many people who win the lottery and they turn out worse than they were before they won the lottery. Because all of that money, they didn't know how to use it. They went and purchased happiness in the form of whatever material thing that they wanted. And then not only did they lose the money, but they lost the material things that they had because they couldn't afford it afterwards. And now you're back where you were, having tasted and seen that happiness, and now you're miserable. If we are having to look at money in order to get the happiness that we desire, we are missing something. Understand that. If you are generally well off and you're still saying more money would make me happy, there's an issue internally that you need to deal with, because you're going to be forever chasing money to buy the next thing, because someone will always have more money than you. And if the gauge of your happiness is based on the things that you have that you can compare to other people, you will be temporarily happy, but you will never have peace.
What's the biggest lesson you've learned about money that nobody teaches you?
I mean, I would say that money does buy happiness. People tell you that it doesn't. I think it does. People don't realize that money is meant to be spent. You know, I mean, I think you're on this planet for only so many years. I don't understand how people are wealthy and don't spend it. I think that some people need to be encouraged to open up and enjoy the fruits of their labor.
Society tries to teach us that happiness is the end goal, and it's not. There's a sense of happiness when you're able to buy the things that you want without the worry of going into debt or it taking a big portion of your savings. There's a level of happiness that comes with that. The thing is, that is not the end goal. That is not what you're looking for. Happiness is not the fulfillment of life. People are searching for peace, and you're not going to be able to find peace in this existence, in this tangible life that we have. Nothing on this earth will be able to give you that peace.
Whoever said that money doesn't buy happiness lied. Who doesn't want to be in their swimming pool at 9 a.m. on a Tuesday afternoon with Lamborghinis in their garage, not worrying about where their next paycheck is gonna hit? They scammed you. They scammed you.
You'll look on your phone as you're scrolling through social media, and you will come across this video of this man chilling in his pool at 9 a.m. on a Tuesday afternoon. And you'll say, man, if I just had that type of money, I'd be so happy. If I just had the private jet, if I just had the Lambo, if I just had the money, I would be so much happier in this life than I am right now. If you were able to have the things that you want in life, you will have a level of happiness temporarily. If you were suffering with anxiety, depression, doubt, worry, if you were suffering with all of those different emotions prior to having money and then you receive money, Trust and believe that those problems are still there. Not only are those problems still there, but they are just sitting there festering, waiting to be exposed again. And the problem is, now that you have that money, it will be exposed in a way that will be almost uncontrollable. Now your happiness is tied to the material things that you have in life. When you are conflating peace and happiness together, that is going to end up leading you to a life of disaster, because peace and happiness are two different things. Peace is external of this world. Peace only comes from God and God alone, not from the material things of this world. So you may see this video and you may come across it. You have no clue the mental toll that man is going through, the insecurities that man may have. There are broke people that are happier than this man right here. You don't know the life, because social media only shows you the side that they want to see. They show you the glamour. They don't show you that he may be in hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt, that he may be close to bankruptcy, that all of those things may be rentals. Like, you have no clue. But there's a level of happiness that is shown that you think, okay, this is what I need. I see him, he's happy, he's in a pool, he's chilling, he doesn't seem like he has any worry in life. And then you start striving for that. And then once you reach it and you find that, oh, I'm happy in the moment, but then when you lay your head down at night, you're filled with doubt and you're overwhelmed and there's something missing. I mean, look at the number of people that have all the money, all the fame, all the influence in the world, and they'll still say there feels just like there's something missing. I have the money, I have the influence, I have everything that I've ever wanted in life, but there's still something missing. That's the point. Happiness is only meant for the moments. Happiness makes moments. This is true. Fulfillment in life is the end goal. Peace is the end goal. By no means am I saying that you shouldn't want better, that you shouldn't want to increase your finances, that you shouldn't want to grow wealth. Do not find your identity in money. Do not believe that just because you have money, you are now fulfilled. That is not true. That is a lie. Faith in Christ gives you peace. That is it. There's nothing in this world that'll give you peace. There's things that will give you happiness, and that is it. You can have both happiness and peace. You can both allow your money to get you that happiness, that temporary happiness that you go through, but understand that the identity you have is not tied up in that money, is not tied up in that happiness. You have an identity outside of this material thing, outside of this material world, that if you lose all the money, if you lose all the influence, all of the fame and the fortune and the happiness, that you are still able to sit and rest in peace, knowing that you have a greater purpose. There is someone outside of you who cares for you. That is a hard message for people, because a lot of people only see the thing that they have in this world, and that's it. You know, they'll say, well, if the celebrities don't want the money, I'll take it. It's like, well, all right. And once they give you that money, then guess what they're going to have to do? They're going to have to give you more money, because the money that they give you will end up running out. And that happiness that you got when they gave you that money will run out. And then what will you have to ask again? Well, give me more of your money. Give me more of your money until you have no more, and then I have no more. And then where am I now? Right back where I started.
Money buys you happiness.
No, definitely not. You can have all the money in the world and be depressed.
Money buys you happiness.
No, money doesn't buy happiness. Happiness buys happiness, and happiness is a choice that you make on the inside.
Can money buy you happiness?
I guess in a way it could, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, you give it away. I mean, in the way that most people think, like, if you just having, like, a bunch of money buy you happiness, I don't really think so. They're just going to go out and buy stuff, and eventually when you get, like, so much stuff, there's nothing you can really buy to, like, make it happy. It's just got to give it away. But that's how I think about it.
I think people get proud of themselves being able to get the money, and that's what makes them happy.
I guess money could, but they're going to remember your money. They remember, like, what you did to them when you go on, so.
Yeah.
Most people don't know really what makes them happy anyways. They're told what makes them happy. When you get to the point where you have the money, you have the influence, you have the fame, and you have the fortune, when you get to that point in time and you still have the thought of there's something missing, there is something that is still missing inside me, that is devastating. And I don't think people understand the level of devastation that has on somebody. That's why people in those influence with the fame and fortune take their lives sometimes, because they still have that emptiness that they never dealt with, that they never sat down and say, okay, there has to be something outside of this. They never did it.
Jose in Chicago. So I got $5. We're gonna go to Dollar Tree and we're gonna see what kind of meal we can make for $5. I'm gonna see if I can feed a family of 2. Let's go. We're at Dollar Tree. Let's go see what we can do. Okay, now I see some yams, I see some boiled potatoes, some corn, Not too much. Some spinach. All right, let's go keep looking. Maybe we do rice. I found some rice. I think I'm gonna do some rice. All right, y'all. I really didn't see much. Like, I saw some frozen fajitas. I don't know if I want to do fajitas though. I think I'm gonna do green beans. We're on the live. They said get some yams. We got rice and green beans so far. I need 2 more items. Let's get the yams. Okay, you know what I'm thinking? Maybe some broccoli. Make the rice, throw in the broccoli, throw in some corn, and the green beans. I would like some type of bean. Let's go see if we can find a bean. I just found mixed veggies. I might take the mixed veggies instead of the corn. Let's see what we have so far. Broccoli, mixed veggies, and that. I still gotta find a bean. Hold on. Jackpot. Okay, this one has water, beans, water, and salt. We got it. That is our meal, guys. Let's go and make it. Very excited. Okay, we're home. Saute mode. A little oil. I'm gonna put this in there. I'm just gonna open everything up. I'm gonna throw everything in there. And once it starts warming up, I'm gonna throw the rice in there and mix it all together and then serve it. Just a little olive oil to get it going. Let's start adding everything else in there. Mixed veggies, black beans, and the carrots. And here's where you add your spices. Let me show you how it looks right now, guys. Okay, looks good. All right, let's throw the rice in. Once it starts warming up with everything, then we're gonna serve it. I'm gonna drop just a little bit extra olive oil. Add your favorite seasonings. This isn't in the budget, but this is what I have. It's Italian seasoning. Give it a good mix. Let's serve it. And these are 2 meals, guys. 1 and 2. That, my friends, is feeding a family of 2 for $5. Now let's try it. I don't know where my spoon's at. Let's just dig in. Oh, this is amazing.
I don't know this guy's situation. I don't know what he deals with when the camera's off. I've met people just like this that have to go and take $5, $10 to go and make a whole meal for a family of more than 2, but yet they don't complain. They have this level of contentment about their life where, yes, more money, they understand more money would help them, but it's not this thing where they're upset at somebody. They're upset that someone else has money. They're annoyed that they're in this situation. What makes him excited to go to a Dollar Tree and spend $5, $6, $7, $8, even if it was $10 on a meal that he has to now go and feed his family with? What makes someone excited to do that? As if there is something more important outside of his current situation that is keeping him going. And that is the point that I'm trying to make. More money may get you more things, but that doesn't mean it will give you the fulfillment. He may be excited to be able to go home to his family because there may be a situation where he can spend more time with his family like this. Maybe there is more situation where you can make more money, but your wife, your kids, your health, your faith is more important than increasing the dollar amount that you have in your bank account, increasing the things that you own.
You know, I worked the same job from 29 to 39 years old. And I thought that was my career, right? I was in real estate investing. I was buying houses, fixing them, flipping them, rentals, Airbnbs, all that type of stuff. I was in that world, and that's where I thought I was going to end up, right? I wanted financial freedom, work for myself, make enough money, provide for my family, buy houses, all that we say is important. Some of it is, some of it isn't. At 39 years old, that all unraveled instantly. Like really, really quickly, that was gone. The job dried up, the market dried up, everything was gone, and I was fired in like 5 days' time. And now I'm gonna be 40 years old and I'm selling cars. So there was a moment for the last like 2 months where I just felt nothing but embarrassment, right? I didn't want to tell anybody that I was selling cars. I didn't really tell anybody that I changed jobs. Some people still don't know. And then today I just realized like I'm not embarrassed, okay? Like, I'm not. I provide for my family. I put enough money. I put food on the table. We pay our bills, and we can save a little bit. And I sold 16 cars last month. So I'm proud of myself. I don't even know why I'm putting this out there, but I'm just saying that I'm proud of myself, and I'm not embarrassed to say that I sell cars at 40 years old. I actually am liking what I'm doing, and who knows, maybe this is the start of a whole new journey.
There are some instances where you are making a ton of money, and like that, it can be ripped away from you. And if the money is what brought you that happiness, and you now have nothing, what will sustain you past that? If you had all of your identity in money, if you lose it all, what sustains you past it? Even though he's going to sell cars, he understands that the important thing that truly is bringing him peace in the situation that he's going through is his family is provided for, his bills are paid, he's able to put some money away. I'm living an okay life. I'm good. Is there more things I want? Yes, and that is okay. You can strive to be better, to have better things. That is okay. But finding identity in it is where things get messed up. If he placed his identity in that job, in the goal of having these houses and being a real estate agent and doing all this other stuff, there's no telling what he would end up doing. He could have lost his marriage. He could have lost his kids. He could have been on drugs. He could have turned to many things to try to fill the void that has now been left by him losing all that money and that goal that he had. He's able to have contentment in the current situation that he has, but still striving to say, hey, I don't know what this journey may hold, but I'm still going to push forward on the new journey that I have. And he's doing the things that he needs to do for his family. There shouldn't be anything that he's embarrassed about on that. But he is, because why? Society will tell you that you're a failure. Maybe it is just okay to take care of your family and to pay the bills and to put just enough aside. Maybe that is okay. Maybe it's okay not to have a Lambo in the driveway or a BMW. Maybe it's okay to have that Ford Focus. Maybe it is okay to have the things that you have and be okay with it, but still understand that you want to strive to be better. You want to strive to have more, but not find identity in it.
Kids are fed, bills are paid, you're doing good. F that. Kids are fed, bills are paid, you're doing great. We live in such a compare culture, sometimes we don't realize how well we're doing, even though it's right in front of us.
Are you taken care of? Are you healthy? Wealth is so much far outside of just money. I wish people would understand that. Do you have a happy wife? Do you have kids that love you and that are doing good in school or that are doing good in their careers? Are you not suffering with any health ailments? Do you have enough money to pay your bills? Do you have family that loves you? Do you have friends that care for you? Do you have skills, education, a good environment? Take an audit of what you have in your life. Gratefulness, I think, is something that we have completely disregarded nowadays. We need to bring back contentment and gratefulness. No, I'm not telling you to just stay broke. No, I'm not telling you to just always be struggling. What I'm telling you to do is, before you begin the journey of wanting to make all this money, let's figure out how we can be grateful in our current situation. Because I promise you, even if it is just your life that you have to be grateful for, we need to be grateful. Because if you're not grateful for anything, when you get the money, when you get what you always desired, it is not going to be good for you, because you never dealt with the inside. People will be mad at what I'm saying. You have to do some internal growth before you receive the things that you want. The last thing you want is to be struggling with the things. You're never content. You're never grateful. You always want more, and then you get the money. You get the fame. That is disaster. Because now it is all bundled up. Your whole identity, your whole self-worth, your whole value is tied up into this tangible thing that can be taken away from you at any moment in time. Look at the people that blew up on YouTube and made all of this money. They do one thing to get demonetized, or they get banned, or they get canceled. All of the fame and influence and money is taken away from them. And look where they ended up.
It's the first of the money. We just paid a whole bunch of bills, but I'm rich. I ain't got as much money as I want to have, but I'm rich. I got my own car. I got my own crib. I got my own clothes. I got my own success. I got my own career. I got my own pathway. I got my God. He our God, but that's my father. Like, bro, I'm rich, bro. Like, I'm really sitting here like, bro, I'm so grateful, bro. I look at the balance and it say, bills paid. I look at the balance and it say, more on the way. I look at the balance and it say, just keep on trying. I look at the balance and it say, you have more than what you used to have. I look at the balance and it say, we're getting more. More is coming. But you're happy because you got some food to eat. I'm happy because I can put gas in my car. I'm happy because I got AC. I got a head to lay it's mine. It's mine.
You're not broke when you got something you can say that's mine. You're not broke when you can say, I can do this, I did this, I paid for this. You're not broke. You are not lacking. You have enough. You have all your needs paid for, so that means you're rich.
Be broke and want something better for yourself, but don't be poor in mind and don't be poor in spirit. Look at what you have. Did you feed your kids today? Even if you have no money, even if you struggled, even if you have so low income that you don't even know if you'll be able to feed them tomorrow, did you feed them today? Are the lights still on today? That's what we have to look at. We have to find peace in our situations because happiness will not get us there. Happiness is not the end goal. You have to find peace. And the thing is, just like he said, there is only one that can give you that peace, that contentment. There's only one that you can be grateful to and that you can be thankful to, regardless of your current situation. There is only one that allows you to look at your current situation, regardless of how broke you are, regardless of the situation that you're going through, that you can say, you know what, even in this situation that I'm going through, I will have peace, I will have joy, and I will be grateful. And his name is